So you're looking for ways that you can consistently show up and build your own community here on YouTube? I got you. I'm going to give you a list of ideas that you can use to show up and provide value in no time. Let's get into it. My name is Tanya S. McClurkin. I am a certified life coach and gift strategist, and I primarily focus on helping stay-at-home moms to discover their purpose and gifts and build the confidence to serve where they have been gifted to lead. If you're not a stay-at-home mom, welcome to the Her Gifts Unlocked community. You are definitely welcome here, and I'm glad to have you. But let's jump right into it because I know what you're here for, so I'm not going to hold you. All right, let's get into it because there are really so many ideas that one can really take off with to build a community, okay? You may have heard of some of these things before. You may have even signed up or paid for some of these things before, and maybe you just didn't realize how you could do it, okay? Maybe you just didn't realize how others were doing it, right? So I'm going to give you a list of ideas that you can use based upon who you're speaking to. It's going to be some better ideas that you can provide value with over other ideas, okay? But I just want you to grab your pen and your paper, okay? That's what we do here. We never go anywhere without it. And I just want you to write these ideas down so we can get the wheels turning, okay? And trust me, if you have questions, you know where to drop those questions so that we can get those questions answered or any of those thoughts sorted out that come up, okay? All right, so what is the importance of an email list? We're not just talking about subscribers. When people become a subscriber, that's like the first entry point to wanting access to your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise, or just you, okay? But when they subscribe, there's no real exchange of information. And so trust and believe, everyone on this platform gave their information to YouTube, okay, when they signed up to have an account. So everyone on this platform is already on YouTube's list. But who's giving you their information so that they can join your list? Because at the end of the day, in this online space, your list is the only thing that you own. If these platforms go away and you have not helped someone convert over to your email list, then all of the connections become lost, right? And you have done all the work, you've shown up every day. Why not help someone understand how else they can be connected to you and receive more value from you, okay? So I want you to remember that. My list is the only thing I own, okay? My list is the only thing I own. And you and I, we both sign up for things all the time. Yeah, I know y'all got that junk email that we use to just try stuff out. We're on a ton of lists already, okay? And so I want you to just get that in your mind that today is the beginning of a new day. I'm going to start this journey. I'm going to start building my list. You just literally start the day you start your YouTube account, okay? So we want to make sure that you're able to have these things in the description of your videos and accessible for others to access, to join, to download, whatever it is that your free offers are going to be, okay? So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have cheat sheets, okay? Maybe you're trying to help somebody to calculate something quickly, okay, or be able to price things quickly. Maybe you already have your own strategy on how to do something. You have your own signature way of doing something. And you want to create a cheat sheet, right? Kind of a shortcut so that people don't have to think too long or, procrastinate or waste time. You want to take that guesswork out for someone. You can offer them some type of cheat sheet, okay? Has the information there for them already, okay? If you're doing a lot of things like with the stock market or with money or taxes and things like that, and they need codes and they need different formulas or calculations, whatever, we can create a cheat sheet for all type of things to help take the guesswork away for someone, okay? We have guides. We have tutorials, okay? Guides and tutorials are wonderful because I can walk someone through a process. I can help someone understand the order of something, okay? I can help someone understand the rules about something. Guides are wonderful because it helps me to understand order, okay? And it gives me more context as well, depending on how you set up your guides, and give more context around whatever the subject matter is as well. We can add pictures or it can be text. It depends on, you know, if you are more visual or if the information is helpful to be more visual. You know, those are just different things that we can add inside of a guide to kind of help someone clearly understand a process. Tutorials are nice for different things. If you do makeup, if you do some type of craft, if you do some type of like trainings, maybe self-defense, really there can be a tutorial for so many things. Some people just like video over reading, and it's okay. It's okay if even you would prefer to do a video over sitting down and creating a guide or any other type of digital product that will require you to sit and write and then put it into a PDF download format. So if you feel like, you know what, I'm good on the camera, I can just turn on the camera and just talk to the camera and tell people what it is and walk people through a certain process, do that if that is your preference. Tutorials are absolutely wonderful, okay? And people can stop, they can pause. If they gotta go check on the kids or whatever, they can come back to it, so they'll never lose their place. So we have mini or full trainings, okay? If a mini training can be a 30-minute training. A full training might be an hour and 90 minutes, right? So as long as the value is there, it's not about the time, it's about the information, right? So we can do a mini or full training. You can also do a workbook, or you can do a workbook plus a training in one freebie as well, okay? We have kits, okay? We can have some type of digital kit, some type of physical kit. I know a lady in my community, she does crafts, right? She does crafts, and she talks about putting together kits all the time with different templates for party favors. And having like, whether it's a digital kit where you can open up a folder or it comes in the mail, however, you know, however you're putting it together, depending on what you do. Kits are nice because depending on what I'm getting ready to teach you how to do, I want to make sure you have everything you need. So I can put it all into one little kit, boom, and you don't need nothing else. So when we get started, you have everything that you need. So we could take a look at kits, okay? A simple worksheet, okay? Y'all, it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. People just want to give you their information in exchange for something that's going to help them move forward in some type of way, okay? So it doesn't have to be like a full workbook. One worksheet can get the job done if it is what they need, because we do not create anything just to say we created something, just to say we have a freebie, just to say we have something that you can download. No, as long as it's what they need to move to the next step or to get a quick win, we want to make sure that it's what they need. So if it's a simple worksheet, right? Boom, boom, pow. Watch out now. That's all we need. That's good. That's good. Okay. We have presentations. Presentations are absolutely nice as well. I did a presentation for a business owner because they were teaching UCG. Is it UCG or UGC? UGC. User generated content. So UGC, how to do it. And they wanted me to put together a presentation for it because so they could teach it live. And so that was pretty interesting, right? So if you know that you like to teach in that certain format, right? If that's just, see, it's a preference thing. If that's the format that you like teaching in, you can definitely do it in a presentation style, okay? Sometimes it's just about style, because I can take the same information from a presentation and put it into an ebook, right? So depending on if you're going to teach something live, or if you're going to teach something within a workshop, the presentations are nice as well. Which brings us to our next one. We have, I mentioned ebooks, okay? That's the most popular, that is the most popular freebie that people usually think about first, right? There's so many other things other than in the ebook, but ebooks they still work. They're still amazing. They're popular, but they still get the job done. And then we have the workshops that I mentioned as well. Workshops are also nice if you want to do something together, right? So if doing it together isn't relevant for what you do, then workshop wouldn't be the freebie of choice, right? But it is an option, even if stuff come up later. I want you to write these down because you will have more than one product. We're starting with this one, right? If you don't have none, we're going to start with one, just so you can start building an email list. But then the question always remains, what's next? Because when a person decides to connect with you or to work with you, once they accomplish that first thing in your freebie, or you unlock their mind about whatever it is with that freebie, if they got a win, if they seen success, they always want to know what's next, right? So just understand that you will be creating more than just this one. Okay, you'll have maybe a guide and a mini training and an ebook, maybe, and a presentation or a combination over time. So just write these down because ideas will come to you the more you become more invested in who you're serving, right? Right now, it might just seem like a lot, but when you really start taking that leap of faith and walking in the gifts and the calling that God has called for you to do, you'll become more invested in, and you'll be thinking about, oh, how I can do this and how it can be in this format and in this style. And trust and believe, more is coming. More is definitely on the way. We have replays, y'all. I know that y'all have either downloaded or purchased replays along the way somewhere. Maybe there's a couple of you who haven't, but it's a big thing. Okay, so if you're brand new to the idea of serving or leading someone and you've never recorded, really that's okay. But if you already have things that are recorded, maybe you did something in the past, maybe you got files on your computer, maybe you have some old live streams somewhere, even on another platform. Trust and believe, those can be used. One of my mentors is huge for this. She sells her replays regularly, you know what I mean? And so she built a course, a whole mentorship actually on her replays. And you could tell that it was different phases of her journey because in some she looked a little different than, but that just goes to show you, when you create timeless content, it doesn't even matter how old it was recorded. It's still relevant today. Okay, so if you talk about something that's timeless, and pull them things back out and let's take a look at it. Maybe it needs cleaned up a little bit, maybe it needs a little editing, whatever. But don't think that because I didn't recently record this that it cannot be used. If you're going back into something that you talk about, if you're going back into something or re-exploring an area where you used to do it, right? Maybe you stop. If it's still relevant, pull them files back out because we're gonna use them. Oh yes, we are. Oh yes, we are. Definitely. We have an email course. I used to love these where you get on the email list and then emails are dripped out to you. Like a day one, we're going to do this, and day two, we're going to do this, and you're walking them through however long that email series or course is. Okay, they don't just have to get on an email list to receive emails from you. You can definitely send videos through your emails or set it up in your email where it looks like course format, question and answer, type things in your emails. It doesn't just have to be a regular email. Emails can be structured in a way where it can be set up just like a course. We have digital journals. Okay, if you have some journals, maybe you've created in Canva in the past, Publisher in the past, or some other type of software, we can definitely take a look at journals, okay, or create new journals, depending on if you've taken a turn in topics or niches. Okay, we can take a look at journals. We also have, for my authors, free chapters. Okay, for my authors, free chapters. That is a great way to get people, excited about what the other chapters have to offer by giving them a sneak peek. Okay, so free chapters. Or if you are a writer where you do like series, right? I can't think of a series right now off the top. But some of them stories that just continue. Those sneak peeks are exciting because it gets people, their anticipation up. Okay, we have templates, right? Depending on what you do, some done for you services are also amazing. People love templates. They love templates. Okay. An exclusive contacts list. Okay. Also, depending on what you do, there are a lot of creators, entrepreneurs, coaches that have contacts that their contacts are big value because of their experience in the industry or their experience in the field. These are all the people that they have contacted or met along the way, that can open doors for you. If they have a contacts list, definitely people would love to opt in to that. An example of that is I was exploring doing TED Talks, and I did a training with a gentleman on getting your first TED Talk. And one of his freebies was a list of places who are looking for people to do TED Talks right now. Okay. So, was it valuable? It was, because that's what I was interested in at that moment. So, give me a list so I don't have to get on the internet and research people for myself, run into like a dead end trying to find things. If you could bring it to me and just give me a list to get started, put a list together. Okay. Put a list together. Excuse me. All right. Speaking of more lists, vendors lists, a list of places who are offering grants and things of that nature. If you're an entrepreneur, that would be the grant list is definitely something that would be relevant to you. A vendors list might be relevant to an entrepreneur, a person trying to get into selling clothes or selling other items to build a store. Okay, if you have a vendors list that you trust, people want the list because they don't want to get scammed too. If you trust them, they're like, great, I can trust them too. If you've already vetted people, great, just give me a list of people, I'll take that. All right. Challenges, group challenges are always amazing, right? This is something that is always fun. We're doing it together, and you're guiding me along the way. You're there with me if I have questions or setbacks. Challenges are great to jumpstart things, or to help someone get to a win or see some progress, right? Help people to get things started up. Challenges are great for jump starts as well. Checklists, simple checklists, okay? Do this, bop, 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 in this order, bop, 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 okay? Don't skip nothing. Do this checklist. Or you said you was done. Let's go over this checklist. Make sure. Did you make sure you did all the things on the checklist, right? Had a funnel coach, and at the end of his mentorship was 16 weeks, and at the end of that mentorship, before they would build your funnel for you, they had a long checklist of stuff like, do not turn this information in, because they would use the information that we had did over the 16 weeks to build the funnel. He said, don't turn nothing in until everything on this checklist is complete, and so checklists are also great for that reason. That was long ago. I don't even have that funnel at this point. I started building my own. However, that is a great example of a reason a person would need a checklist. All right, so we have series. Series are great. I know a lot of people who go live, right? Go live and do series. Okay, they'll say over the next 7 days we're going to be covering this. Over the next 14 weeks, 2 weeks, we're going to be doing this. In the month of May, we're going to be doing this. Okay, so whatever topic we're talking about, there's a lot to know. There's a lot to uncover, and so we need to break it up into a series. Okay, it can be your freebie can also be a registration for something like that, a registration for a workshop, a registration for a live series, okay? And then those live series, we can take them down and also bundle it together as a freebie, or for sale, okay? Or for sale. So we also have a resource library. Now, this is something that I absolutely love as well. Also, when you are recording videos, there's a lot of type of resource libraries that you can have depending on what you do or what you talk about. You can take down your lives and put them into an exclusive folder and build your own video library. Okay, if you do some type of art, If you do some type of if you create AI images, okay, if you um, take create your own stock photos, okay, there's so many type of libraries that you can create based upon what you do. And I don't care what you do, anyone doing anything in any industry, speaking to any niche, can create their own resource library related to what they talk about. So resource libraries are nice because the more you do a thing, you can build it up and let people know, hey, listen, you got access to 50 of this, you have access to 100 of each, and people see value in that when you take as much guesswork out of it for them, or how much easier you can make it for them. People absolutely appreciate that. People are trying to save time, they're trying to save brain power. Okay, people don't like to think as much as they used to, and so it's just helpful. Okay. We also have, for my people who cook, okay, give me some recipes, or meal plans are also nice. Audio files are also nice. Sometimes we just like to take our phone and talk into our phone. And if you're talking some good stuff, hey, save those files, name those files, put those files into a folder, and you can definitely save audio files. If you're talking morning motivation, if you are, what's that? People do those little peaceful sounds and stuff like that. Sometimes it might even be just sounds or music, okay? Audio files are also wonderful. And it depending on how you set it up, it could also be like podcast style as well, okay? Okay. So keep that in the bag. Free consultations, okay, depending on what you do. I also provide done-for-you services for creating digital products and opt-in funnels for new business owners, new creators, okay? And so they have to go through what I call a free design consultation, where you have to go through a little intake form, give me all of your information before we meet up into a Zoom call, okay? Free consultations. People have to give you their name and their email to book a call or book a session. So free consultations are also nice, depending on what you do. I hope that you all are writing this down. I hope that you are loving this, because there really are just so many things that you can create. And a lot of you already have a lot of stuff on your devices, inside of your Canva accounts, on your phones, inside of your audio files. You just have stuff. A lot of you have notebooks just like this, full of information that just needs to be turned into a PDF file, right? Pull out them notebooks. Pull out that stuff that you're always writing down. Go into your Word documents. Go into your Google documents, right? Go into the places where you're adding this information, where it comes to, you're writing it down, right? Some of you have information all over the place and it just needs to be brought together, but the information is there, right? The information is there. Definitely. Okay, we have some case studies. This doesn't sound as exciting, but depending on the industry that you are in, case studies can be very important. Very, very important. In the weight loss industry, case studies are important. That's one of the biggest areas that I can think of right now, where people love a case study on, does this work, right? I want proof. Let me hear from some other people who went through the program. Let me see from some other people who took the product, right? Case studies are absolutely crucial for a lot of industries or business owners. All of these people are giving you their name and their email address to get on your email list, right? But you can actually sign up for my email list for tips, strategies, weekly content, exclusive offers. You can get on my email list as the freebie. Like, that is the freebie. They're not getting anything. They're just getting on the list. They're giving you their name and their email to get on the list, in expectation of whatever you said that they are going to get. So if you're going to use this one, I would suggest, soon as they get on the list, they get something right away, as they're waiting for other things to roll out. You don't want to get somebody on your list and nothing is happening, okay? Because it's a quick button to unsubscribe, right? We do not want that. We do not want that. So definitely make sure that we are giving people what it is we say that we are going to give them, and that the outcome of the product whatever you say on that title, whatever you say it's going to do, whatever you say they're going to be able to achieve, whatever you say it includes, we want to make sure that it's exactly that. All right, so that's what I have for you on today. I hope that that was helpful to get the wheels turning. If you have any specific questions, drop them underneath this video. Other than that, listen, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more, because more is definitely coming. If you have anything specific pertaining to purpose, gifts, building confidence, showing up to serve, things that you can create, digital products, anything around that, I want you to drop those questions or those ideas for videos that you would like for me to cover in the comments below as well. But as I always say, have an amazing day because you get to, hopefully because you want to, and I'll check back in. And remember these two things: you are gifted to lead, and you have the keys, the power of God within that helps you to know, embrace, yield, and serve. I'll see you in the next one.